how do I even start homeschooling? What are the laws? What curriculum should I use? How do you do it? We can drive ourselves into an overwhelmed tizzy with all the unknowns, and that can leave us feeling paralyzed to even start. Today, I want to help you feel more confident and prepared to start homeschooling your child. You ready? Number 1, find out what's required by your state. I'd love to know what state you're from. Drop me a comment below, let me know. So each state has their own laws regarding homeschooling. Some are more lax than others. I happen to live in a fairly relaxed state as far as homeschooling laws go. So here in Georgia, all I'm required to do is fill out a 1-page form called a Declaration of Intent. The only things we have to fill out on this form are the names of the students, their ages, the school year calendar dates we're going by, my name and address, and district we're in. And it can be submitted online, so it's super simple. The second thing we're required to do is testing every 3 years, starting in the 3rd grade. And you can do these standardized tests online at home, actually. So the first time we had to do it was 2 years ago, and we used BJU Press. They are an approved standardized test provider, and we could do that here at home. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. Now, Georgia doesn't require homeschoolers to keep or submit any other records like lesson plans or progress reports, but some states do. So I've put a link below to homeschool.com. They have this amazing list where they listed out every single state and the requirements for those states for homeschooling. Click on that link and you can find your state and see what the specific requirements are. And what I had done years ago is I just Googled Department of Education for our state and homeschool, and it brought up the web page that was all about the homeschool requirements in our state. And that's how I found that Declaration of Intent form. Pretty simple. And if your state does require record keeping, homeschool.com actually has a free planner that you can download that has an attendance record keeper in it that should be super helpful to you. So I'll leave a link to that below as well. Such a resourceful site. Number 2, pick a curriculum. Now, I know that sounds like a very loaded step and can be overwhelming because there are so many options out there, but I like to look at that as a positive because since there are so many options now, surely there's something that we can each find that fits our family well. And here's the cool thing. If you end up not liking a curriculum and feel like it's not a good fit, you are in charge of your homeschool and you can choose to change that. And of course, nobody likes to, waste anything, but there are so many used sites that you could then put that curriculum up for sale on, and then you could find some used curriculum to use that year and, totally recoup your money. Next week, I'll be uploading a video about how I choose curriculum, so be sure to hit that notification bell so you know when that video comes out next Wednesday. Number 3, think of your ideal homeschool day and week and just jot down a general framework. I'm talking like, do you want to have a very laid-back, child-led learning homeschool where you're kind of in that learning zone all day, or do you prefer to use a more standard style curriculum and finish up by lunchtime? Maybe you've seen things that people have posted online and you have a general idea of how you'd like your homeschool to look and function. And if you're still unsure, YouTube has such amazing videos about homeschooling here. So I would search for day in the life homeschool videos or homeschool schedule videos. And there are so many cool families on here that have helped me a ton over the last several years. They've given me great ideas. I've shared our own homeschool schedule in videos and how I plan our homeschool day and week and year. It's so neat to be able to see how other people do homeschooling, and it can help give you a more clear idea of how you want to plan your homeschool. You do have to do your planning with one key thing in mind. Be ready to change it all. But seriously, it's going to be different than what you plan when you get into it, right? That's how things always go. Once you get in it and you feel things out, you may decide that it's best to change this or that, and just give yourself that grace and flexibility to do that. Number 4, if your state does require that you keep records, I would recommend looking up a video or an article on how someone keeps those records. I don't have that experience to share with you, but I know there's lots of other folks that do that can very quickly and easily share with you how they do that so you can make a plan for keeping your records. And that's all you need to do to start homeschooling. It's not as complicated or as hard as your brain has you convinced. It's just new and unknown, and it'll stay that way until you get more familiar with it. It's all in our mindset. So take these things to God in prayer, ask for peace around your decision and guidance as you move through this journey. You can do this. I'm so excited for you and your family. We are 7 years into this homeschooling thing now. So my passion is to share with you what we've learned from our mistakes and things we've had success with in hopes to help you feel more confident and prepared to do homeschooling well and to bring you encouragement knowing you're not alone. I hope you have an amazing day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.